before this video starts, I quickly want to do something. A wee while ago, one of my uncles asked me to say hi to him man in one of my videos, and I know for a fact that if I say their name in one of my videos, they will absolutely shit their pants. So, hi Uncle Graham and Aunt Lorraine. How you doing? Mwah, love you. Never thought I'd be making a video about this, but here we are. By the time you're watching this, we are 10 days post-Oscars. I was basking in the glow of Billy Porter's outfit. There's a distinct scent of the Academy hating horror movies again in the air. Life is by no means perfect, but it is good. And yet, bloody hell. People cannot seem to be going on about a short film called Detainment. This is the short film about the arrest, questioning and so on of Robert Thompson and John Venables, the two 10-year-old boys who murdered 2-year-old James Patrick Bulger back in 1993. You may have heard the huge debate in the lead up to the Academy Awards where people were slating the Academy for having it on the shortlist for Best Short Film in the first place and demanding that it be removed. There were also people campaigning for the makers of this film to not be able to attend the 2019 Academy Awards also. The Oscars came, the Oscars went, and Detainment didn't win. Are we surprised? Absolutely not. You would think that that would feel like some sense of justice. I know it wouldn't cover everything, but you'd think there'd be some sense of, good, the right thing happened here in that situation. But no. No such feeling is to be found because people are still going all in on this biopic, saying things like it should never have been made, they should have embellished, it glorifies killing, and so on. Does that sound familiar? I feel like we've heard this all before with another movie. Oh yeah! The Ted Bundy movie. I made a video about that a few weeks ago. If you haven't seen it, that's fine. I've seen your true colours now. I know where your loyalties lie. I'm just kidding, links in the description. And people don't look to be letting up on this film anytime soon either, because Netflix, the pagan god of procrastination, has purchased Extremely Wicked, Shockingly Evil and Vile for the alleged hefty sum of $9 million. I mean, I would have put a bid in myself, but yeah, that was never gonna happen. But as if that wasn't adding enough fuel to the fire, not only have they purchased this film, they've set it up for fall or at least later this year release. And why? So that it will stand a better chance come award season. Now, as you can imagine, this news was a all-hands-on-deck invitation for all the one-sided wonders to sharpen their pitchforks once again. People just need to calm down. I get there's emotions, but people just need to go light your Yankee Candle, sing Kumbaya yeah, do whatever you gotta do, just calm down. In short, all guns are blazing for biopic films right now, and yet, somehow amongst the rubble of immaturity and people not being able to listen to other people's opinions, yet demanding that their own be listened to, I have found two interesting questions. Should people be informed if a movie is being made about them or something that they were involved in? And should films embellish stories to make them as audience friendly as possible, even at the expense of making them less accurate? So we're going to talk about these questions and then I'm going to hand it over to you guys. As for the first point, I do agree, people should be informed. If a movie or whatever is being made about you, or a situation that you were related to or involved in, you or your family or the necessary people should be contacted out of courtesy. In the case of the Elizabeth Klipfer and Ted Bundy film, I expect that this has been the case, that some contact was made. The reason I think that is because they are using Elizabeth Klipfer's book, The Phantom Prince, My Life with Ted Bundy, published under her name Elizabeth Kendall, as her account of the events. Now, to use a book in that way for a film, permissions need to be given, so I feel like some contact was made in some way. In the case of Detainment, no such communication was made, which I don't agree with. However, people aren't just demanding that people be informed now, they're demanding that they be asked for permission, and if it is not given, the project can't go ahead. While I understand where that demand would come from, and while I understand the emotions that might be behind it, I think if we're going to start doing that, we need to do a couple of things. One, we'd need to apply that to every film, not different rules for different people in different families. And two, we would need to decide where the line would be drawn with that. For example, I didn't see people demanding that every single family involved be contacted when they made the World Trade Center movies. I saw some backlash, but not a lot, when American Assassin had the hotel/beach shooting scene that depicted something that actually happened. Also, I do not understand a single bit why some people who are slating Detainment because it was made and the family didn't want it made, yet cheering on the creation of this Netflix Madeleine McCann documentary, which, shocker, her family didn't want it made, and I'm not just talking about the parents. Why is it so important that one family be respected and not another? What are you looking for? Consistency. I can't find it. And moving on to the second point, should biopics, films created to tell true stories, lie? On one side, a biopic is by its very definition a biographical film, a film designed that dramatises the life of a non-fictional or historical based person or group of people. So are they not then duty bound to be as accurate as possible out of respect for the person or people whose story they're telling? And on the other side, films should be sensitive to the people who are going to see them and make it as audience friendly as possible, even at the expense of accuracy. Or in other words, lie or embellish to spare the feelings of people about things that they don't want to see or don't want to accept. Now when you say things like that, the element of choice comes in, because if people don't want to see a particular film, people think, oh, why don't they just not go and see it? It's that simple. But when it comes to biopics, you have to understand there's that added personal draw. If it's something about your life that you did not want made, you can understand the difficulty there. In my opinion, a biopic is just that, a biographical film. And I'm not saying that I agree with every decision that's ever been made about every biopic and everything that they've shown, but I am on the side of them telling the truth and being accurate about the events they portray. Now, something I want to clarify in this video before I hand it over to you guys to continue this discussion is I've only raised 2 points about these films. I am only discussing these 2 points. There is too much to cover everything and every intricacy about the issues with biopics and the problems that people are having with them. So please do not come at me and say, oh, you said this, when I haven't even talked about that issue. If I want to talk about that issue, I will, but at the moment, I'm focusing on these 2 because I found them particularly interesting. Something else we need to consider as a whole that makes this so difficult with these 2 films is that by large, people haven't seen them yet. So can we form fully fledged opinions about this without seeing them? I don't think so, but I think we can solidify our opinions for now. But enough from me. This video, the whole purpose of it is to be a conversation starter, and I'm going to hand it over to you guys, because one of the main issues I've seen with the discussion on these 2 films and the issues surrounding them is that I'm not seeing much conversation. I'm just seeing petty arguments and people unwilling to listen. So please feel free to comment your opinions down below, share your views, be polite, be considerate, and also listen to people in the same way that you feel that you should be listened to. But other than that, thank you very much for watching this video. If you want to see other videos that I have done, I'm going to put some playlists right up there. Remember, my mental health fundraiser is still ongoing. The link to donate to that is in the top line of the description. When you go to the Just Giving page, it has information about the fundraiser and the charity that it is for. If you want to know more information about it, my mental health playlist will be one of the ones that are up here right now. Also remember, all these links are down in the description if you want to come follow me and be a shambles elsewhere. Other than that, thank you very much for watching this video. As always, if you enjoyed it, remember to give it a big one of these, leave one of those, click subscribe. Much love, you guys, and I shall see you all very soon. Bye bye!